Hello Taurus, welcome to Tarot Solar Sun Studio. I am Caro and we are going to perform 2023 yearly reading. We will do this reading in 3 segments: hopes, highlight and guidance. You can watch it for your sun, moon or rising signs, or any astrological association that you think is working for you. These readings will be in the channel throughout the year, so if you feel the need, you can come back and rewatch it. So yes, they will be staying in the channel. And these segments you see as hopes, highlight and guidance, they actually correspond with each other. So this is a very, how do they say, the spread will speak to us as well as the cards. For instance, as we reveal your hopes, this is actually showing also, where you are standing in the year, in the beginning of the year now, but what your year will actually highlight for you, and how you can also go through it will be revealed with the guidance. So and if you follow the guidance, it may also give opportunity to realize your hopes, or it may give you the opportunity to cope with the highlight tamsir. But we will see, it will be all in the cards. So let's begin. Okay, so for the hopes we have the moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. We have the Hierophant, Major Arcana number 5, and also we have, of course, the 4th house, which is the home base, your home, family. For some of you, parents, the security, the secure foundation, what makes you feel secure. And this is also a place where reflects your core as well. Now, Taurus, I see here for some of you, let's talk about the hopes here. There is a home situation. Actually, the hopes here, something around, for some of you, marriage, community, conventional relationships, or with your home foundation, even like real estate. Maybe there is some kind of a land, or anything with regards to material, like here there is some kind of a maybe accusation of land, or acquisition from material life, or maybe for some of you there is a inheritance situation going on. Some Taurus here may be engaged with areas of maybe farming, gardening, something with land, something with nature, something with regards to family attachments. Like here there are some things in question, and the things which surrounds it physically. And I feel here some type of you are like at this time maybe giving consent to live alone, or you are wondering for some Taurus how long I will be living alone, or some Taurus here maybe there is a situation which involves around living alone, actually with regards to your home base. I see here there can be some kind of a quiet some Taurus are seeking actually. like far from some type of a crowd. Some Taurus here may want to change residence, maybe in a different side of the country, or something in that nature. There is some type of a spiritual or religious order maybe that is currently you are maybe doing some research about this. You are also questioning here some comfort, security, or want to attain a new level of comfort and security. There is here something with regards to tradition. With regards to subjects, there can be things which are unknown to you, especially what is gonna happen on in your home family foundation. Or there is this maybe some core, that traditional core here of you now, it is being maybe challenged. You may here hoping to connect like more, you know, things which has like lasting value in your life, and you may be also maybe looking for ways how to attain that. There can be here some issues about being father, or maybe with a father figure. Here there is something with regards to fathership. There is something here with regards to also like you are questioning your way out of maybe some type of a traditional structure. Some Taurus here may also even want to break free and like want to form maybe a new secure foundation for themselves. I see here there is some type of rules. You want some rules like to be changed, some maybe new rules to be applied to a certain area of life, which is gonna maybe regulate something social in your life, or sociological. I feel here there is this home family energy with some strong sense of maybe basic values, but it's again something for you, like you are saying, like what if you are bringing some questions to these concepts of maybe values. Something within you wants to break free. I see some Taurus people hoping to be more active in maybe humanitarian or philanthropic endeavors, and like you want to contribute substance and time. There can be some concerns for some Taurus people, especially with regards to providing or being provided about very basic things to sustain life that are here something in the critical condition as well. Some Taurus energy here, if there has been some kind of a retirement, like you are wondering how your maybe creative development will go from now on. And I see here like you are wondering if there is some type of a endeavor now you are interested, if it's going to create like a profit for you in the future. You are very much hoping to learn about meaning and mysteries. There is something you want to hear also, dedicate yourself. I feel Taurus here is really questioning the traditional aspects of life, or what is like being forced upon you. Just a sec. Also marriages, conventional, traditional marriages, like there is something around the partnership. I also feel here some Taurus people, you know, to stay in your country, to migrate. There is something with teaching, schools, being a student. Everything like evolves around your very core and foundation, and how much that foundation and core is like being challenged. Again, this is not a tower energy, but you are deeply questioning some things here. Now, we will talk about your highlight, and the highlights here can be, of course, a bit challenging when compared to the hope part. But again, there is some type of private matter. By the way, I see here some type of 12th house also represents prisons and hospitals and closed places, even like ashrams or this type of thing. That can be like someone in your life, maybe hospitalized, in prison, or like far away from you, maybe oceans away, maybe in a place like ashram, or they are like maybe a soul searching. If this is a spiritual place, like seclusion here. I feel here you are, some Taurus is curious about their, let's say, development. And maybe you rarely see this person, but you are also wondering what you can maybe do for them. There is one theme like this I wanted to mention. Another highlight here is this is also finding ways to break free from some type of obligation, or you are given, like you want to break free from an obligation here. You don't want to deal with it, and you are trying to find ways how to be free from it. You don't want to be under that rule or that convention. It can be with the magician here. There is this searching for some kind of a way to create a new path for yourself, and there is some kind of a beginning of a new quest. Plus, some Taurus here will be throughout the year will develop great psychological understanding towards their subconscious. You will develop a conscious awareness. 12th house and the judgment here, soul searching, will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. This is the psychological aspect, and the magician here brings the awareness. So if you, it's even like seeing and searching for a good psychologist, therapist, medical doctor, metaphysician, you know. I feel here you need a particular also detachment from a particular distortion or some maybe abnormality in life. There is something you feel you need to stay away. Here there is your soul actually craves for to solve out some mysteries. You are very being curious, and there is also this willing to serve. Like you wanna uncover some secrets here. Like you are investigating, doing research. Even for instance, if you are in a legal field, this is a good placement. Let's say there is someone in the prison and you know that they are innocent. You are getting a lot of information to clean their name. There is some kind, this is, I'm giving also like a metaphorical example, but this is a very much highlight you, it gives a special power to you to investigate and research about something. And it is actually bringing you into a confident point. it's like your soul also here this year talking to you. You have this very talkative soul. And there is some type of a confidential information here. Maybe you are trusting a person, or they are trusting you with regards to this confidentiality. I see you here pretty much very fascinated with working of a particular, maybe like a mastery in life. You are like inclined to share knowledge or learn about other people, but these are like some secrets which are not given like everyone. I also feel like some Taurus people here, they are like reading some books on psychology, maybe medical, like they try to identify some symptoms in themselves. They will be very much capable of, especially with the mental healing ability, and also encourage this in the others. There can be some love affairs with like younger people than you, but there can be also some, by the way, 12th house is the house of secrecy. So some of you may be involved maybe with secret affairs in the secret nature, or there can be even multiple affairs. The problem here is that in this placement there can be gossips coming from employees, neighbors, like your kin behind the back. So and you need to, there can be enemies which may like remain hidden for long and not revealing themselves. Okay, some warnings for you. Though you will be very much sensitive to things in general, and there is some type of, again, like some secret information, some karmic patterns at work for you, also coming from maybe a past life. You will always have this need to have this great concentration towards something. You may here avoid other people's opinions, especially when it comes to like forcing to you. I see here you will at times take these time, need to be by yourself. You need this time to use constructively this time, and like you may even learn to value silence and calm. There is this increase of awareness, and though there can be also escapist tendency that you need to be aware of, because this 12th house energy can be escapist energy, but actually with the magician you have the tools, you can deal with it. Okay, but it's like escapism it may create, but you will have always what you need, basically. So do not ignore problems when they rise, it says. You may have a lot of emotional energy, and you can put this to your work. This is a diary card. I see a lot of Taurus people here writing. I don't know what, maybe developing content at some sort, but there is a lot of writing energy. Throughout the year, some short trips can take place, and this can really help, or trips to maybe long distance even. There is some variety of things which is gonna get your attention. You may feel all over the place when wanting to consume everything, so you got to be also purposeful, intentional, and selective when it comes to that. You need to focus positively in life. Okay, so that it can manifest also better for you. You will get a lot of benefit from, you know, therapy, psychological things, that there is this need for that, maybe yoga or any kind of esoteric study, because here there is some really a search for a deeper need. So you are finding, maybe hoping to find the meaning and life and security through your home base, but also challenged with some status quo, or you will be challenging the status quo. But actually the highlight is putting you into a bit away from that comfort zone. So this may actually affect your comfort zone, displacements. But what is the guidance then? Wow, we have the marriage card. Hermit, oh. Wow, this is very... Now, it's like this card is manifested with this. This card is manifested with this. And this card and this card is also in a way covering each other. So there is some type of a pattern in your reading. And I find it quite interesting, but now we will be now exploring the guidance together. Now, first of all, here, the guidance, there is something in the form of marriage or partnership for you there. So marriage or partnership will definitely come into question for you, dear Taurus. Or your affiliation with someone special. And you are here, maybe the Hermit is telling me, thinking twice about this marriage or this partnership. So there can be actually proposals, but I see here maybe you are putting some type of a distance between you and this partnership. Now the guidance here also, okay, if you do not feel ready for something fully, don't get into it or don't feel forced towards it. This is the number one guidance. Here you need to really develop good mental skills, intellect, some evolved mental body in yourself. And you really need to absorb a great deal of information about some subjects. Like before jumping into them, you really need to make research about these things. Good research. And this is not some type of Wikipedia search. This is really advanced research about things. And even to talk about it with people one-on-one, like people who are experienced about this before. Your soul will have a special aptitude for employing logic and reason and the power of discernment with some wisdom. There is here a great love for actually educating oneself, a lot of reading, information. It's like you keep your mind private to yourself and you are gonna fill it with things which is gonna give you opportunity for some in-depth exploration. Whatever you do it in depth, no shallow approach, it says with the guidance, and always well informed, always be capable of in-depth exploration there. You shouldn't accept what is like presented or given to you on the surface. Again, there is something here. You need to develop your mental faculties, and there can be some development of great understanding in you. Especially, you will need some discrimination especially in decision-making processes, okay? Again, in your relationships and when it comes to communication, you really need to weigh your words and you need to measure your words. And these words, your communication needs to be very much well chosen, and these needs to be in accordance with the given situations dynamics. There is going to be some, this energy wants you to look for what is also exceptional, not general, exceptional things. It wants you to get detailed in anything. And when it comes to also you as a person in the eyes of the others, you will be very much shining when you bring these capacities to the forefront. It may even make a marriage or a partnership better. I also feel here, always look for refinement here. There can be some connections you will be in, but make sure these are refined connections. There can be some groups or people you will also stay away, maybe some, even like your own siblings or close relatives, there can be some distance. Maybe a relationship will here actually take over in terms of importance. This year there is a lot of, recommendation here for writing, speaking. Also there is something with regards to diplomacy, using this diplomacy in relationships rather than being direct or like very blunt. Like it wants you to use diplomacy. Being so much critical perfectionists may destroy some good, some positive in situations. So you need to be careful with regards to the amount of criticism you bring. There is something here, maybe this is also like a couple therapy. It may represent, by the way, because there can be some flaws here, and in a way which is, let's say, major flaws in a relationship, in a marriage partnership. You are looking for that flaws, and you are maybe try to mend it like by bringing some close environment, being involved to that, but it may not work. It is there is some type of a division that it's like you will either choose like your close ties with some people or like your relationship. Look, you can stay in between them. You may also develop a lot of connection with, again, siblings, neighbors, or alienating from them, but I think this is more of like alienation energy, because there is simply some maybe karmic lessons there. The problem here is that not to complain, but rather producing solutions, because complaining can attract the same traits that you do not want in yourself actually, and to you. I mean, there is some type of a mirroring energy in your close connections, so you need to be careful about them. Again, this gathering information, educating yourself will be very important. Detailed research before stepping into anything. I see here you will at times be a very helpful person. for those who need your assistance. There is some kind of a participation there, maybe to a community service. There can be some concern that with regards to an elderly person, you are like becoming maybe a volunteer to a place. Your involvement with others, it's likely to affect your close relationships, and at some point you maybe also have to make some choices there. I do feel, I think it's a year for you, some choice, like you will be wondering if you can handle like two things together, but it can be literally a bit black and white there, like this or this kind of thing, and no this middle tones. So this is also by the way, with a partnership, you may be wondering if you're gonna stay in the similar neighborhood, or if you will be like moved to a different place. So you may be like analyzing this a lot with a partner. Maybe like, for instance, you meet with someone, it's like moving your place or my place, or staying in this neighborhood, or moving from this neighborhood. Again, some practical and physical research will be important, because you shouldn't be here like too quick to like settle in something, Taurus. I feel a lot of research, writing energy. You wanna know where you belong this year also, but it's like, it's not the place that you think of. There is a lot of soul search situations, people, circumstances. It's going to make you to have this long soul search. You will, I think, by the end of the year, do you know what this energy can make here? This energy can make one person building a big, strong resilience within them. It can make them like very much prepared for a new phase of life. So this can be also important. This year you really need to also build your physical strength, and you need to build a strong mind. There will be times, maybe hesitations and indecisions, but as long as you make good research about things, it's going to be okay. You will be, you need to put some type of a distance between you and also emotional tensions, but these situations can also teach you a great deal of things as well. Emotional tensions here, you may be showing some maybe escapist tendency as well, so this is also a time which may surface for you. There is also, again, Taurus, there is here this year, there is something I didn't find the word at the beginning of the reading, but I think the word I was looking for is rebellion. There is a point of rebellion here, like you are rejecting maybe some standards which are like imposed by others to you. Just telling you, if you have a child or a young person you take care or close to you, an insight of a young person can be very important. You want your actually moon intuition help you to move confidently, but the highlight and the guidance telling it, don't trust intuition alone in this, because it may be threatened, so it may not function so well. Some subjects also here you need to do a lot of research, and you may find yourself finding like secrets, okay? This is also your research capacity, wanting to know the truth capacity will can also help you there, okay? With the intuition. Especially when you feel your intuition is like shut out and can't function there, especially from a chakra level. Trust the research you will be making. This is also another thing I do feel. One thing also, some Taurus people maybe stay away from a relationship or partnership or from their home, and by the end of the year they will find that maybe they will together, maybe there is some kind of a couples therapy also I'm getting, or you know, a marriage, a partnership, relationship like will be in your close look there. And maybe you will work through your problems with a person, which is gonna take a lot of time. This is also another thing. You will attend a lot of details. You may be with people who will attend a lot of details, give a lot of details. People with strong mind. If you have this tendency to analyze other people too much, you may have difficulty with relaxing. It is favored in this reading when you also take your time, you know, like I want to go like somewhere, stay away, you know, from others. That's okay. You will build something within you strong. This is what I have found in the reading. So this is about, actually, this reading is more about reading into your soul's development, what the soul is actually seeking throughout the year. So it is more of like an energetical reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Taurus, for being with me in this reading. Speak to you in the next ones. Bye for now.